Hi, I'm Cassandra Jones. I'm a sophomore here at Illinois Wesleyan, and I studied abroad last fall on the Illinois Wesleyan London Program. One of the coolest experiences I had studying abroad was actually playing lacrosse. I'm on the lacrosse team here at school, and I was nervous about missing the fall season that we have our off season in the fall. And but it was all good because I went and I talked to my coach, and we kind of came to an understanding about expectations and how I was going to be expected to do just the same amount of work there as I would here. And so after that, I felt much better. I went online actually and just Google searched lacrosse in England and found a team that played right by where I lived. It was a 20-minute walk. I emailed their contact and they said, yeah, come out and try out and we'll see if you make the team. So I did, and I did make the team and ended up practicing with them 2 to 3 times a week and playing a few games with them. Another issue that I came across with deciding whether to study abroad or not was being an education major, because after junior year, it's pretty rigid. If you make the program, and you can't really, there's not much room for what classes you can take, let alone studying abroad. And so I knew if I was going to study abroad, it would have to be my sophomore year, and then with lacrosse, I knew it wouldn't be in the spring. So, but I talked to all of my advisors, and they all agreed, okay, we can make this work. And it took a little bit of time, but we came to the conclusion that it would be possible for me to study abroad in London in the fall. And I'm really glad that I worked it out and made sure that I wouldn't be behind on anything. And yeah, it was a really great experience. One of the best memories I had, educational-wise, in London was going to the Globe Theatre. I'm an English education major, and so the English portion of it was really cool in London, and I got to study a little bit of Shakespeare while I was there, and then a few other playwrights. But for Shakespeare, we read Henry V, and then we analyzed it, kind of went through the themes, and we're actually able to go and see the play in the Globe Theatre, which was amazing. We got to stand for 3 hours, which sounds terrible, but it was actually really cool. We stood in where the peasants would have stood if it was back in the 1600s. So that was a really cool experience that obviously you don't really get around here.